The mechanism known as innate or natural immunization is passed down from parents to offspring in the mother's womb itself and varies from species to species. The human body has an inbuilt defense system to counter many health-related issues and problems, while some other diseases are countered by giving vaccination to the children after their birth. Before seeing the vaccination schedule for newborn babies, let's first understand how a vaccine works. Vaccination chart for newborn baby. Hepatitis, varicella, MROP, vaccine hepatitis A, typhoid 2. Download and save the vaccination chart for Indian babies. Scroll till the end of the article. Vaccination chart for Indian babies, 2017. Use the below chart to keep up to date with all information pertaining to the vaccinations so that your little one doesn't miss any dose. Here is the immunization schedule 2017 for your baby as per latest IAP recommendations. Vaccinations to be given at birth. Newborn. These are some vaccines which have to be given right after the birth of the baby, before it gets discharged from the hospital. Vaccines for 6 weeks baby, 1.5-month-old, IPV1 hepatitis B2 DTP1 rotavirus 1 influenza type B, HIB1, PCV1. Your little one now has to receive another dose hepatitis B at the age of 6 weeks. At this age, the baby will also be given the first dose of DTP to prevent against tetanus, pertussis and diphtheria. The last mentioned vaccines are not compulsory, but you should give it to the baby. Vaccinations for 10 weeks baby, 2.5-month-old, DTP2 IPV2 influenza type B, HIB2, rotavirus 2 PCV2 at 10 weeks. The child will get another dose of DTP as well as oral polio vaccine, OPV. The baby will also get the second dose of Haemophilus influenzae type B vaccine, rotavirus vaccine, pneumococcal conjugate vaccine and IPV, inactivated polio vaccine. Vaccines at 14 weeks, 3.5-month-old, DTP3 IPV3 HIB3 rotavirus 3 PCV3. Now, take the baby to the clinic for the third dose of DTP vaccine, Haemophilus vaccine, conjugate pneumococcal vaccine, hepatitis B, another dose of oral polio vaccine and IPV. Vaccinations for 6 months old. Vaccines for 9 to 12 months old baby. Typhoid conjugate vaccine. Currently, 2 typhoid conjugate vaccines, type R TCV and Pedatif available in Indian market, either can be used. Vaccinations for 1-year-old baby, 12-month-old. Vaccines for baby at 1.3 years, 15-month-old. You have to provide the baby with the varicella vaccine at this age. The vaccine is given to protect against chickenpox. Vaccination for 1.6-year-old baby, 18 months old. After 1 year and 6 months of the birth, another dose of hepatitis A is to be given to the baby. Vaccination for 2-year-old baby, 24 months old. Booster of typhoid conjugate vaccine. A booster dose of typhoid conjugate vaccine, TCV, if primary dose is given at 9 to 12 months. Vaccines for 4 to 6 years old baby. DTP B2 OPV3 varicella 2 MMR. Second dose of varicella, chickenpox, can be given at any time 3 months after the first dose. Third dose of MMR is recommended for a 4 to 6-year-old child. Vaccination for 10 to 12 years old child. Last and the final dose for TDAP and first dose of HPV is given to the baby. Second dose of HPV is to be provided to the baby at 11 years. And, here your baby's immunization gets completed. Watch video to know about the importance of vaccinations and how vaccines work to prevent your baby from different viruses. To summarize, as per the latest guidelines, the following are the mandatory and optional vaccines. Optional vaccine: HIB, Haemophilus influenzae type B, PCV, pneumococcal conjugate vaccine, IPV, inactivated polio vaccine, rotavirus. Pulse polio dates 2017. For 2017 pulse polio dates are the 29th of January, the 2nd of April, the 2nd of July and the 17th of September. If you missed getting your kid vaccinated, you still have a chance to get it done in September in 2017. Do check your local newspapers for knowing where you can get your child vaccinated in your locality. The traditional way to track all these things is to keep a vaccination chart. The smart way is to use a vaccination tracker with Baby Go Go mobile app. Apart from these, there are some painless vaccinations also. Painless vaccinations are the recent inventions in the field of immunology. Here are top